Hey everybody, how's it going? We're here with a timeless reading. Alright, the first two cards that we have out are Five of Swords and Ten of Cups. When I was meditating on the energy prior to getting this started, I was hearing trust the wave you're on. I feel this being like you're in a particular spot right now and you're in the right spot right now, and there can be parts of you that may feel doubtful of this, ego related for sure. Starting off with the Five of Swords and the Ten of Cups can kind of be like, I would be happy but, one of those moments. So Five of Swords can be you raining on your own parade. It can be giving somebody else the power to rain on your parade. Where we see Ten of Cups, so you think like everything would be okay and everything would be happy, but Five of Swords is that part of you that's like not allowing yourself to be happy. So it can be like picking an issue with another person, or again like giving somebody else that power, you know, because nobody can have that unless you give it to them, give them permission, or it's something that you're doing for yourself or to yourself, you know, like I could be happy, but I need to do this better, or like this just isn't right, you know? It feels like almost like nothing can ever be like perfectly right, like there's some sort of issue. This can also be like always feeling the need to be, always is a strong word, but feeling this need to be perfect in certain ways too, like it can be very highly critical of yourself as well. That can definitely come out. But I am seeing the Death card, so I'm getting you wanting to change this narrative. So whether it be like something that you're consciously aware of, how you speak to yourself, or it's about like you giving somebody else attention or validation when it comes to their opinion of you or their criticisms of you, I feel like something is going to be changing here. This is giving the energy of almost like never being satisfied, like it's never good enough, like that sort of thing. It looks like this comes up emotionally for you, like when maybe you're feeling triggered emotionally. This can have to do with resources, finances, stability, what it is that you're building towards. King of Cups and Ten of Coins. I love these cards because there's just so much to pull from. This is such a great example of the King of Cups. The energy of the King of Cups is being able to have like all of the chaos around you, like these huge waves around you, but you're just chilling, you know? And the waves, the water, that's like the emotional energy that's moving around and like pumping around you, and you being like, it's okay, because like when you're in that calm, still space, you feel like you got it no matter what's going on. Like this person's even drinking tea, like they're just chilling. And I'm seeing you, this is about staying balanced too, balanced. This focus is over here on like the bigger goal. So rather than it being on like what's not going right or what you're doing wrong or how you're not good enough or whatever, it's about focusing on the bigger goal, okay? Because when you can like take yourself out of that space and into this space, it feels even like out of your air and into your water. Those of you that struggle to tap into your water, this may be, for those of you that have Mercury ruling like your big three, or air placements, you may find it challenging sometimes to shift the narrative around because you feel like you get all in your head and you're overthinking things, or you just like can't escape. But this is about dropping in emotionally and being kind to yourself as well. King of Cups King of Cups is about being non-judgmental. It's just about being like aware of things, like being the observer and not really letting things get you down or up. It's just about being level and sort of like watching everything that's going on. That even means like watching your thoughts and other people's too, and the things that they're doing. And just staying centered through it. This means practicing your practices that help you stay grounded as well. When you're starting to feel ungrounded. Here we go. I'm looking at the star here. Five of Swords and the star can be... Five of Swords and the star can be how... Star is like our hopes and our dreams and our goals and where we see ourselves and what we feel like we came here to do and all of those things. It's like how we want to shine, how we want to be seen. Five of Swords can be fear that we're not going to be seen in that way, or that like people are going to judge our vulnerability. Because Five of Swords comes up to protect you. Like that's the function of it. It's a function of the ego. And it's like, if I'm not safe, so I need to be on the defense here. So this is just like a byproduct of you not feeling safe for some reason. So you need to work this out with yourself if you want to address it. And the star can be like being vulnerable in that way where it's like, I want to do this, or this is important to me, or this does make me happy, or I do care about this. And Five of Swords can be you like putting yourself down with something here, like a dream of yours, something you aspire to do. But it also means like bringing hope and faith into the equation as well. And knowing that like something bigger is driving you and going on behind the scenes too. I feel like this is specifically connected with what you're striving for right now. But Five of Swords can come up and be like, it's like a self-defeating narrative. So just in case you don't make it, the ego's like, I knew you weren't gonna make it. It's like that. It's again like a thing to keep you safe. So being able to break this down kind of takes the power away from it. So rather than sinking into it and identifying with it, you can sort of check in and see what's going on. You know, it's like you're playing basketball, right? And you're gonna make the shot, but like before you make it, you're like, oh, I'm not gonna make it anyway. And it's like, well, if it goes in, then you're like, yeah, it went in. But if it didn't, it's like you saved yourself by saying it's not gonna go in anyway. It's like one of those moments that I feel like you're having here where you're kind of struggling a little bit. I'm hearing inboard. You're regaining like your faith and your hope here and what you're trying to do, but I'm definitely getting like some tension. I'm hearing stereotype, maybe something socially, can even be something that you're projecting onto yourself too. Yeah, I'm seeing that. It's like when you feel inspired, I'm seeing you making plans, but then I'm seeing stuff happen and you may then fall into like disagreements with yourself about how to move forward and what you want to move forward with. Maybe like a lot of different ideas too at times. And then you feel like you get stuck in a little bit of a standstill. But you just need to hear everybody out. You know, like all the different pieces of you. As a multifaceted being, it's like you have one part of you saying, I want to do this, and another part of you saying, we should do this first. Another part of you is saying, I like this plan over here. You have to get them to compromise and everybody working together on the same page. Because there are different pieces of you that have different agendas and you can get them all to work symbiotically. Maybe there's a little bit of friction when it comes to what you want. Five of Wands and Nine of Cups is kind of like on a mission to find that out. All right. You have Aquarius and Libra here. And Capricorn. Interesting. Okay. Seeing like a little bit of a backstory here. You are going to be happiest going for something that aligns value-wise for you, because I'm seeing that be something important on the table here, needing to make that happen. But I'm also seeing the Devil and the Nine of Wands, and this can be a tendency to go in directions where we're prioritizing things maybe externally that aren't going to do what we need it to do internally. So it's like I'm doing this for this reason and it's for external reasons, and that needing to be balanced. It can also be wanting to like please others or please another person and then like forgetting about yourself and what you want. This is what I'm seeing with Justice and the Devil here. Because Devil kind of, it's like an energy that takes you away from you and is like, do this instead, or substitute with this instead. And it creates further separation. And it can also be about facing our fears as well too, with the Devil and the Nine of Wands. It's like getting through something that may feel very challenging for you. Okay, so Five of Swords and the Star feels like maybe you could have started off feeling a bit pessimistic about something here that's feeling like a bit of a challenge, but Star is like have hope, take heart, have faith in what it is that you're moving through. Justice says like everything is going to be balanced out. So whether this is an issue that you're having with another person or you with you, things are going to come back into equilibrium. Ten of Cups is about focusing on what brings you joy and what you want and making plans from that space of being hopeful, being optimistic, making things happen, planning for your future. King of Cups, Five of Wands, and the Devil is about you with a level head addressing something that needs to be worked out, conflict internally that you're feeling where there's a pull for you to maybe go in a certain direction that you feel would take you away from you. I'm also seeing the Devil and the Ten of Pentacles, and so this can be focusing too much on results or focusing too much on material things and then losing your internal motivation for something. And that's going to be the quickest way for you to get burnt out, because you're like, why am I even doing this in the first place? And it's not going to be enough. Also, too, for those of you that are stuck comparing yourself to other people, that may be something that you want to check in about as well, because you may find it's not so helpful. What I'm seeing be the suggestion is for you to focus more internally on like what genuinely brings you joy and happiness. It's like this. See with the Devil card how these people are stuck in like this filament, we can say. Like the Devil is it's the things that trap you in it, and it like you give your power away to it, so you don't have it anymore. And I'm seeing the Ten of Pentacles, so this is material stuff. And see how like miserable that looks? Like they're stuck there. They're trapped within that cycle. Then we have this Nine of Cups, which is about focusing on things internally for you. Look at how happy that person looks. They're like remembering why they're doing what they're doing and how happy it makes them. And I'm seeing that be the challenge. So some of you, it's like this dance between trying to do things materially for yourself and maybe meet those needs materially, but not get lost in that and so focused on it that you lose what's like motivating you on an internal level. So it's about having that balance, which like Justice is also here too, which also just supports that. The Star is also about like having faith in what you're doing and knowing that like if you can go into this and like trust that you're doing it and that it's part of your purpose, things really will work out for you, always. But when you get lost in things that are the devil, which is like greed or like it's never enough or very focused on material, focused on results, it's always going to be like empty. It'll never, never, never be enough. And I feel like you're getting a taste of that, like the dissatisfaction of what happens when you try to appease that part of you and how like it really is never enough. But when you're doing things on an internal level of like what's resonating with you and what's motivating you, like spiritually, energetically, emotionally, that is what's going to bring you the fulfillment that you're looking for. Because devil also pops up and it's like, this will fulfill you. And then you keep eating and eating and eating, and it's like it has no substance at all, and you're still hungry. But having Nine of Cups is like asking what you really do want and what you really do enjoy, even if it's something basic. It's just what feels right to you, and you're doing it for you. All right, my friends, we're gonna leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for connecting. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.